Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to our July 2017 update. Well, seems like just a couple weeks ago we were doing, well, the June update, and well, poof, here we are in July. How quickly time flies on by. Well, we have ourselves a beautiful hot day ahead of us. They're saying it could be as high as plus 35. Which I guess is good for summer. Not much for the heat, so I'll be denned up in a nice cool place. A lot of beverages to keep you hydrated and all that good stuff, waiting for winter to roll back around. Well, got out here and mowed the lawn the other day. I finally broke down and replaced the Homelite string trimmer. Well, you guys haven't seen the video series yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to release it this season or save her to next. But this here trailer, I've had a few outings with it, and well, it's performing really well. Still got more work I want to do to it. I don't know if it'll happen this season or if it'll happen next season. Time and budget play a huge factor in a build like this. Well, the garage, shop, shed, however you want to call her, well, still standing, hasn't fallen over, which is definitely a plus. Still haven't tried to stick the canyon in there. I imagine it'll fit. Eyeballing it up, it looks like it's close, but hey, I have no reason to put her in there. Currently need to be doing some straightening up in there. I got a few things I'm wanting to do to the camper trailer. But, well, that'll have to come at a later date. Well, the 2016 Canyon is doing really well. Like I said, I've been out on 3 outings with the truck and the trailer. The truck, well, purred right along with the trailer behind it. No issues at all pulling it, no problems. Even the last outing took some really nasty river hills. And of course it shifted down, which allowed the RPMs to come up, and these modern engines rev a little higher than what I'm used to the old Chevy engines running. So once you realize that and let the engine do its job, everything tends to start to work in well, together, right? Unfortunately, guys, this year the way things are going, looking like my ability to spray the weeds are gonna probably be null. It costs about $49 a jug to spray these weeds, and it's looking like I'm gonna need probably about 3, maybe 4 jugs to spray. That's providing that my sprayer didn't freeze up last winter. If the sprayer froze up, well, then that's going to be another $35 to $40 to replace the sprayer. So trying to decide if the weeds are worth it this late in the season, or if I should well, do it and get her done, and then, you know, a month later it snows. Well, the Marathon trailer is working well, as always. It gets use in sporadic times. You know, it doesn't run every day, but when it does, it's there, and I've thought about selling it a time or two. However, well, it's here, it's paid for, it's ready to go at a moment's notice. There's nothing really wrong with it 90% of the time. The other 10% of the time, I wish I had a heavier trailer, but maybe someday we can cross that bridge. Well, we've had quite a few rainstorms in the last month, and the eavesdropping that I had done a month or 2 ago is holding up very well. They did a fairly good job. I don't really notice any blemishes or problems or imperfections as of right yet. Time will tell on that. Well, as you see, the weeds are overtaking the front driveway as well. It's kind of one of them things, you know, what do you do, right? Weeds are kind of a thing you got to deal with, especially with all the gravel. Well, the front yard has pretty much stayed the same, hasn't really changed. It's still on my project list to do. It's just a matter of doing it and getting her done when I have the time to, well, get her done. The biggest thing that I want to do here is haul away all the rock, all the brick and debris you see here. I want it back to grass all the way around. Basically, probably for the first year or so, I'll probably just put it all back to natural grass or natural dirt as much as it's going to be. And then the next year or two, then I'll start doing the master plan. That's if I have to do it manually by hand. If I'm able to hire it done, where a guy with a bobcat comes in and hauls everything away at once, or over a period of a few days, well then I'll get him to dig down the whole front yard, probably 6 inches or so, and then haul in some new dirt, new fresh dirt. I want to do some landscaping. I'd like to bring the grade of the house or the front yard up just a little bit. The irises for right now are growing fairly well. They haven't flowered yet. There was some flowers earlier on in the season, but they haven't come back yet. These irises may or may not stay here. They probably will end up relocating in the future. They will be in the way of a plan that I have for a front doorstep kind of landing area. So we will have to see if that comes to reality, or if that's one of those things that may or may not get passed on by. Well, the Maxwell's World channel is still going on. I believe we're at 1,200 subscribers. I'm grateful for each and every one of the subscribers that have stuck with the channel, and the new ones that have come on board in the last month or so. The Princess Auto Flyer has all but virtually been scrapped on the Maxwell's World channel. The local paper has been purchased out or bought out by another company, and I don't know if there is a discrepancy on how much they're wanting to pay to have the flyer in the paper or what, but the Princess Auto Flyer is very hit and miss for delivery to the house here. And even when you go to hunt one down, sometimes they're not even in the paper you find either. And yes, I do know that they are available to be delivered by Canada Post. However, once again, the Canada Post system is very unreliable for things like the Princess Auto Flyer. If it arrives at all, it'll arrive 2 or 3 days later than the sale date when it started. And I can't have a flyer series based on lack of flyer, right? Well, the vlogging channel's doing fairly well, still keeping on. The subscriber count, I believe, stayed the same for the last month on that channel. But still putting out vlogs, still doing what needs to be done, and it'll be what it is. Well, of course, the Fire Pit channel is still on the roll. I have enough filmed videos for probably the next month and a half. And once we hit, the month mark, I'll have to film some more. And I'm still going to do the transition over to a slightly different direction with that channel. The transition will probably happen in the New Year's, because that'll give me time to film and do what needs to be done for all the new videos. Well, make sure you check out the Maxwell's Life Entertainment channel, which is where this video will be posted, for all kind of a one-stop shop video needs for vlogs, Fire Pit, as well as Maxwell's World videos. The 2017 Colonial Days is upon us here. I have filmed the parade, which was the other day, and coming up very, very shortly is the demo derbies. Of course, that footage will be coming up probably throughout the next few months. It won't be this month, but it'll be next month that it'll start. It'll filter on down as time permits. But pretty much, guys, of course, thanks for joining us on this July 2017 update. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.